Hello students and welcome to Rathod's IAS. I am Usha, IAS mentor. So actually I am here to talk about mains answer writing practice. So especially beginners who are going to start their UPSC preparation and the students who have confidence that they are going to clear prelims but they are having fear regarding this mains answer writing. So how to write answers? So whether am I able to write a good well-structured answer or not? So these are the many doubts and questions that will revolve always in the brain of students who are not yet prepared well for mains answer writing. And as you know that this mains answer writing, it is very important and it is one of the great challenge faced by UPSC aspirants. So if you are facing those problems like you don't know how to interpret the question, so you don't know like how to understand the demand of question, or if you don't know how to structure your answer and you don't know like which data you have to incorporate in the answers. So if you're having these questions, so watch this video completely. So this video it is for you. So I'm taking one question from the recent current affairs and I am trying to explain like how to structure your answer, and I will be also showing you the model answer, and I will be also taking one student's paper and I will be correcting on live here. So let's get started. So what is the question? I think if you are following current affairs from last 1 week to 10 days, you might know about this United Nations Water Conference, right? So you might knowing about this United Nations Water Conference which held in March. So question here is, analyze the outcomes and challenges of the United Nations Water Conference 2023 in addressing the global water crisis and achieving Sustainable Development Goal 6. So one more question here is, discuss the key commitments made at the conference and their potential in tackling the complex and interconnected water related issues. So whenever you are reading question, try to read at least twice or thrice to understand what exactly question is demanding. So here we are having a directive here is analyze, and in another question we have one more directive, that is discuss. So we have discuss and we have analyze. And here it is asking about analyze outcomes and challenges. So this is the outcomes, you have to write about analyzing the outcomes and you have to see what are the challenges of this United Nations Water Conference. And this question which is connecting with global water crisis and Sustainable Development Goal 6. So it is linking water crisis with this Sustainable Development Goal 6. And even it is asking about what are the key commitments. So the third part here is key commitments. So whenever you are reading question, try to underline important directives given in the question. And you have to see how many sub questions are there. Because nowadays UPSC is not giving the single question. So here there will be the sub question. So you have to see and identify how many sub questions are there. It is asking about analyzing outcomes. It is asking about what are the challenges, and even it is asking about commitments, and this question is linking global water crisis with Sustainable Development Goal 6. So this is the question. So we understand now what are the directives. Directives are analyze and discuss, and we have 3 sub questions here. We have to address those. So now let us focus on structuring of your answer. So answer can be structured in this IBC format, and it is the format which will be used by most of the toppers also, and this is the recommended format. So in introduction you can write about 3 or 4 things here. So if you see, you can write some facts. So what facts? You may ask me what facts. So facts regarding global water crisis. So any report which says about yes, we are facing global crisis, global water crisis. Or the next one here is you can write about simply what is this United Nations Water Conference 2023 and its importance in introduction. So if you follow current affairs, yes, you will be knowing about what is this United Nations Water Conference and why it is important. Or you can also write about Sustainable Development Goal 6. So already as an UPSC aspirant, you will be by hearting 17 Sustainable Development Goals that to be achieved by 2030. So here you can write what is the Sustainable Development Goal 6. That is ensuring water for all and sanitation for all. Correct? Ensuring water access and sanitation for all. It is Sustainable Development Goal 6. So here in these three ways you can write your introduction. So I hope you understand. Like in introduction you can write about recently United Nations Water Conference 2023 held in March 2023. So it is very important because it held after 46 years. And even it coincides with Sustainable Development Decade of 2018 to 2028. So in this way you can write a very simple introduction. Okay, so this is the introduction part. And in body, first you have to write about key commitments. So if you write these key commitments, and we can write about easily later on outcomes and challenges. So first we can write key commitments, next one is outcomes and as well as challenges. But try to see that you are addressing all sub questions given in this question. And finally you can conclude. So in this conclusion, so this is a current affairs based question. So you can give way forward or you can sum up the important points you wrote in body, or you can write with a positive note. So you can end your answer with a positive note. So this is a structuring of your answer. Okay, so whenever you're reading your question, so this structuring should be happen in your brain automatically. But as a beginner, it will take some time, like 2 to 3 months of time for the structuring of your answer. So now I will be showing you the model answer. Okay, so how the model answer will be there for this question, so that you will be getting some more clarity. Okay, you will be getting some more clarity regarding the answer, how you have to write your answer. So in introduction you can see there is one report. So as I said, you can start your answer with report. So it is not like that you are how many reports you are writing and how much data you are presenting. So even though if you are writing a single report, try to ensure that you are writing correct with data. So here the report says that Water for Sustainable Development 2018-2028 report says that we are not on track to meet 2030 Sustainable Development Goal number 6 for water. Okay, so this report says that yes, we are not in a track to achieve this Sustainable Development Goal. So whenever you are writing answer, please try not to deviate from the demand of question. So it is linking with the global water crisis and Sustainable Development Goal. So here this report is connecting that we are not going to achieve this Sustainable Development Goal 6 of what for water. And in the body you can write key commitments. So actually in this conference there are more than 700, around 714 commitments. But remembering all these commitments, it is waste of your time and it is also impossible. As human brain, we have a tendency to forget everything. So at least 4 to 5 commitments you have to remember, and that should be related to Sustainable Development Goal 6, that is water access and as well as sanitation. So the first one here is what are the commitments, how many commitments we came up. And next one, it is about climate resilient water and sanitation infrastructure, it is focused. And you can write about some measures taken by India, for example Jal Jeevan Mission and Krishi Sanchay Yojana, etc. And we are focusing on quality infrastructure, it is very important for the wastewater management. And even river basin management is very important, and even ensuring of clean running water is important. right? So that is also one important commitment. And next one is Africa water investment gap and European Union commitments. And even if we want to address this global water crisis, so as a country, India cannot take the steps. Only India cannot take the steps. So here we need transboundary cooperation. We need cooperation between the countries. So you can write at least 4 to 5 commitments that you remember. And you can write what are the positives. We are focusing on wastewater management. We are focusing on cost-effective approaches. And we are also coming up with information. So this information will be collected from sensors and as well as satellite data. And we are focusing on knowledge sharing between the countries so that it will be helpful for effective management. And even we are focusing on women here, that is Water for Women Fund. Okay, so in this way you can write 5 or 6 positives. And here the question is asking about even challenges. So challenges are, it is not binding in nature, and whenever we want to address the issues regarding wastewater management, so local communities are very important. So we are not taking local communities into account. Okay, so this will be the one important challenge or problem. And even regarding the water, violence can be seen and threats will be faced by vulnerable sections like low caste people, women, especially girls. They will go for fetching of water. So these issues, they are not addressed. So in this way you can write some issues. And finally, in conclusion, you can write, like as I said, you can give the way forward, or you can sum up the important points that you already wrote in the body. So here you can write your opinion. Okay, like United Nations Water Conference 2023, which is a comprehensive review of water challenges that we are facing. And for this, to address these problems, we require political choices, we require empowering agencies, and we have to strengthen our democratic process. And this conference, which reflected both water problems and as well as many countries, they came forward with voluntary commitments so that it will be helpful for achieving of sustainable development goal, okay, for water, that is 6. So in this way you can conclude your answer. So now I want to show you answer sheet of one student and I want to correct you that paper. Okay, so here the same question, that is analyze the outcomes challenges of United Nations Water Conference 2023 in addressing the global water crisis and achieving sustainable development goal 6. And we have to discuss the key commitments. So whenever you are reading the question, so as I said, you have to underline the keywords as the students done, and they also mark out how many sub questions are there. And in introduction, as I said, you can write in 3 or 4 formats, right? So actually these students gave another report, so that is United Nations World Water Development Report. So this report talks about global water crisis. Okay, so this report talks about global water crisis, and according to this report, about 2 billion people globally, they do not have access to safe drinking water. And this is a very good introduction according to me, because whenever you are giving the facts, then examiner will be understanding, yes, you are following current affairs and you know what is the intensity of the problem. And key commitments, if you want to write in the paragraph, you can write, but if your answer writing or if your writing speed is slow, you can use the diagrams as the students used. For example, water agenda and more than 700 commitments, and water resilient, climate resilient water infrastructure, quality infrastructure, river basin management. So what are the commitments by European Union, and approach between the countries, that is transboundary cooperation. So at least write 5 to 6 outcomes, and you can write positives like wastewater management, cost effective methods regarding data, knowledge sharing, sanitation, etc. And negative is it is not binding and local communities are not involved, and it failed to address the violence, threats, etc. And finally, let us see how the student conclude the answer. So this part is conclusion, and don't write conclusion too long like a paragraph with 5 to 10 lines. So try to conclude within 2 to 3 lines. So United Nations Water Conference 2023 focused on global water crisis and voluntary commitments they have to be taken to achieve this Sustainable Development Goal 6 by 2030. It is a very simple conclusion, and don't leave any answer without writing conclusion. So conclusion is must. Okay, so here the marks will be divided based on the content you wrote. For example, for introduction you will be having so and so allotment of marks, and for each and every sub question you have marks. So here 3 sub questions. So for these 3 sub questions we have marks. Okay, so in this way you have to write your answer. So I hope you have some clarity now regarding answer writing. So like how to write introduction, so how to write body, and how to write your conclusion. And if you see the format written by student here is, so they selected point format. So rather than paragraph, write in point format so that it will be very clear and the points will not be get repeated. Okay, and it will be also very much neat. So in this way you can write your answers. I hope for the beginners and the students who are having confusion regarding this answer writing, so at least 50 to 60% of your doubt is resolved here. And if you want to ace this mains answer writing, and if you want to excel answer writing, so join answer writing course which is provided by Rathod's IAS. So I will be showing you how this course will go on. So this is the course that we are offering in Rathod's IAS. So it is daily mains answer writing course, and it is for 2024 and as well as students who have confidence to clear this prelims 2023. So both of them they can enroll into this course. And here we are covering entire GS, that is GS1, GS2, GS3 and GS4 along with essay and case study. And we provide model answer. I also showed you the model answer, how we are providing that. And we are going for detailed evaluation of your answers. And on every Sunday we will be having live doubt clearing session. We will be taking the set of questions of that week and we will be explaining to you the model answer as I did now. And it is only for English medium, so we are using only English language. And every month one batch will be get started, so you can enroll this course. And if you want to enroll this course, you can call us on this number, that is 8074 765513, and you can also text me on this number, and you can call directly on this number to resolve your doubts. And even if you want to directly take the enrollment, so you can visit the website Rathod's IAS Academy. Okay, in that website first you have to register with your email ID, and you can click on the courses so that at last you can see this daily mains answer writing and you can do the payment there itself. And one more thing is, if you want to complete this course in 1 year, so we will be providing daily 1 question to you. And if you want to complete this course in 6 months, we will be providing daily 2 questions, 2 daily mains questions for you. Okay, so it is based on your choice to complete whether in 1 year or 6 months. So this is about this course, and try to join this course, and it will be absolutely very much beneficial for the students to improve your confidence and to improve your content. And we will be also focusing on both static and as well as current affairs. So by this I am concluding. I hope this session is at least helpful for 30 to 40% of students who watched this video. Thank you so much. And don't forget to subscribe to Rathod's IAS Academy.